Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for The Amazing Spider-Man Issue 2, 2025. That's really good Spidey action there, just web swinging. So, let's crack into it. So Spidey was not having a good time last time. Get away from me! The sound of my heart is so loud I almost don't hear the windows shatter. I'm on fire, I'm drowning, I'm being crushed all at the same time. But all I can think about is the Sand People dream. No gaffy sticks involved. It's like, what? And that's crazy seeing him crash out of the thing. And I like the red hue of kind of the weird shit kind of going on, while also seeing stuff that's kind of linking up to his past with the guy that we saw at the Rand company. There's an earthquake, or a massive extra-dimensional invasion, or Love Island finale descending on New York. Something big and terrifying and impossible to escape. Stay down, Lizzie, and I'm surrounded by civilians. Dozens, all strangers. They're all climbing on me, hoping I can swing them somewhere safe. And I'm trying to hold them all, but I only have 2 arms. And in this dream at least, anyway, completely terrifying, but then the people start shrinking, which you might think is worse, but for a little while I can pick them up. Wow. And I really like it kind of going all over the place of him thinking about this and also seeing the stuff from his past. I can carry all of them and I think, I got this. Better than geography class. There are hills and valleys right there. This is the best shit. But they keep getting smaller. Fuck yeah. Hey, you always lower your voice when you curse. And the disaster's getting closer. No one's here, just yell fuck. Dude, I'm reading. Okay, Prissy Parker, fine. Fuck. As we see. And you're thinking that there are other kids there, but it's things going on. So we'll kind of see how that kind of works out. Seeing his kind of relationship with the other kind of dude. And I just want to carry everyone off that roof, but I can't hold them all because if I squeeze, I'll crush them. So they start falling. And it's just nuts seeing like all these villains supposedly fighting Spidey. And it's like, oh, this is not going well. And then this is a really cool 2-pager here, showcasing what Spidey's seeing and what's actually going on. They slip through my fingers, this never-ending stream of tiny, terrified people, sand people, hundreds, thousands. I can't hold on to them, so I lie. Don't worry, I'm going to save you all. You picked the wrong day for a reunion. I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And I totally get that nightmare for Spidey, where he can't save all the people. And it just... he has all this power and he can't do it. And that, I think, is what really kind of is a good thing that lines up with him and Superman. That kind of fear of, yes, we have all these kind of powers and everything, but being put in that situation where they don't mean shit. How do you deal with it and what do you do? As we see him just like, what the... I like getting that in-depth look and then seeing it go here, but then we kind of flip and you're like, what the fuck? How did he kind of get out of that? It's a lot to take in, but you listed eidetic memory on your resume, didn't you? Oof. Not even a pity laugh for the boss? Is this a dream? No. The turning of my stomach is way too real. Something is very wrong. Must feel like it after doing time at Oscorp. This is the Rand vibe. Funding, resources, and the smartest geeks in the biz. Present company included. More importantly, all of this is grounded in our mission. The Rand Applied Science Cross-Disciplinary Study Group will leave the world better than we found it through cutting-edge technology deployed with courage and humanism. Awake, dressed, mid-conversation with my new boss at my new place of business. Wasn't I at the Rhino's place? Wasn't I attacked? Did I throw Kia for no reason? I was like, yes, you did throw Kia for no reason, because you were pretty much poisoned. Your enthusiasm is palpable. Shifting from our tour guide to supervisor, what's going on? And don't try to sell me, IBS again. What is happening to me? Seeing his hands kind of screwed up, he's like, I have no idea what's going on or how I fucking got here. Oh god, I can't believe you still do that. Me neither? Nerves. Anytime there was a big test coming up, or God forbid a fitness evaluation, Pete'd scratch his arms up in his sleep. Dr. Osmani Milton, I'm so sorry. I am nervous and a little distracted. I have a lot of life happening all at once. We all have life happening outside these walls. It needs to stay there. It's like, good luck with that. I understand compartmentalizing. Fuck yes, there. Compartmentalizing stuff like that. But you also have to watch out because sometimes, as you'll see, that probably, well, not in this one, but good luck with that. A distracted engineer creates faulty systems. Faulty systems yield bad science. Bad science yields calling HR on you for risen the boss. Not again. It's like, the thing is, I kind of do agree with her, but she's being a little hard on that. It's like, okay. But you're safe in the Mushroom Kingdom. If it grows in warm, damp cracks, I've studied it, and yes, I know that how that sounds. Mycobioengineers are a very special breed. Look at this sexy Hericum aranaceus. I'm developing the system for Princess Peach here to grow self-repairing cables. And since everyone asks, yes, I study magic mushrooms, and no, you can't have any. I'm like, this dude's kind of weird and a little bit of an ass, but I'm like, okay, you do some interesting shit. Of course, getting a tease for when we're going to do stuff. And over here, oh, hey, Pete. Can't breathe. Heart's jackhammering through my ribs. Hold on. Crap, sit down. You want water? I've got lab-grown kombucha too, but I don't know if it'll help a panic attack. Ryan, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but you helped me get this amazing job, and you covered for me twice when I flaked. I haven't seen you since middle school. Hey, I know. You get close to someone, your dad switches jobs, and then everything changes. But junior high, kids go through some stuff at that age. I owe you. It's like, okay. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop on this thing. It's like, what the fuck? It's going to be 10 times worse if you don't stop running. Where's your friend? We did get into it. Brian, I think something is wrong with... And we see that kind of reminiscing kind of thing. Like, what were you doing, Pete? But then we see he's out on the roof. Oh, the sand people are screaming. I can't hold on to anything now, and they're laughing at me. No. And he's like on the top of Rand, and we see like a goblin laugh kind of going on. Him. It's always him. This page is nuts. I like classic goblin look. Pete getting hammered. It's like, oh god, I'll kill you. And then he punches, but we see that it's Norman, non-goblin. Not throwing haymakers like that, you won't. Clearly my concern was justified. Norman, what? You're taking the rest of the day off. And I like it zooming in like, yeah, this is important. We shift again. Should I be concerned about your work ethic? Oh, and we got our staples here that are good. No loose pages. Good quality. Choosing not to kill Spider-Man after successfully pumping him full of toxins seems questionable. It's like, what the fuck? When we see him walking and then see... This is really good movement here of... movement. Jesus, yeah. Seeing him kind of walking and then seeing the blood and everything, just revealing it. That wasn't my assignment. Said a trap was the assignment. The murder wasn't implied. Not my B that your poison wasn't poisoning enough. I asked you for a bomb. Noted, and yet, so I seen him freak out high as hell, reminded me of the old me. If he had a heart attack and dropped dead, fine, whatevs, but all blackout like that, well, if I kill him, I want him to know it's me. Gluck. Strike if, replace with when. Clear? Yeah, clear, yes. Employee of the month. You know where he'll go next. Do the implied part out loud, or don't come back. As they blow up a place, it's like, what the fuck are they doing? But seeing that movement and that, forward momentum of just seeing the blood and everything and then seeing all the people dead. It's like, oh god, and the bombs. It's nuts. Having it focused on the feet like that is kind of a great move. Then we see some nice different kind of paneling. Seeing like the building on the side, Norman like that. Feeling better? Sure. And the way that dipping my brain in a bucket of broken glass would feel better than a bucket of rusty razor blades. In keeping with that colorful analogy, you have the blood composition of a dozen human pharmacies who spent 3 days in a Hayahuska lounge. I had to look that up. I'm like, what the fuck? That isn't counting the many compounds I don't recognize coursing through your system. I've been poisoned before. This is new. Biological agents triggering delusions, hallucinations, panic, anger. Your IV helped. I have to get out there. Good idea. Your critics are dying for a sequel. Wow. An elegant way to describe a very public act of destruction. What do I have against Kias? They're perfectly reliable cars. As we see him doing that shit, it's like, oh god, as Pete sees it. Your unique metabolism should process the toxins eventually, but until then, your mind is a time bomb. Whoever did this to me, is it possible they also poisoned the rhino? Presumably. Spider-Man was seen stopping the rhino's rampage, whereupon he had a mysterious heart attack. You investigated Stitchovich's apartment, mysteriously blacked out, and went on a rampage. A trap. Odorless gas? Wouldn't trigger your spider sense until it was too late. Your attacker would wanted to be discreet. It's what I would have done. though I would have used explosives. As we see that's like, ooh, creepy. Hallucinations are so fun as Pete's hallucinating it. So Lexi is still my only lead. The Rhino isn't going anywhere. The bad people will still be bad tomorrow, and you'll be better equipped to handle them. True. Rest for one day? Sigh. Maybe you're right. Okay, I promise. 24 hours. ... You're a terrible liar. I'll pack you a to-go bag of Narcan. You're the best, as we see him kind of flap up. It's like, oh, God. Then we get some cool-ass Spidey swinging. It's like, yeah. Guess it was too much to hope that the Rhino was being held at Captain Smiley's Happy Health Home. But did it have to be Ravencroft? The place is already a big box store for nightmares. Breathe, just breathe. You're going to die. So fun. As you see him hallucinating the gargoyles, talking to him like that. Mr. Stetsovich is only here for recovery. He's not technically a resident, so I can get you in to see him. But are we just going to pretend that I'm just doing a friend the world's biggest favor, or are you going to tell me why I shouldn't be processing you for intake? You saw last night's show? Everyone saw. Peter says you were drugged. Very. So was the Rhino before his little run. But can we go back a second when you called Parker a friend? Aren't you dating? So, very much not the topic of conversation. You earned my trust last time you were here, Spider-Man. My first priority is my patients. If your presence endangers them, Ms. Markin, I understand your concern, but I wouldn't be here if, like an Amazing Spider-Man 939, nattering Nick. You're lying. If I thought I was, this is building confidence. Yo, superhero. As we then see that he's hallucinating, talking to May and Ben. I didn't do anything. Stop lying. Ever since you started hanging with that narrating boy, I hardly recognize you. You're lucky Officer Yale and I go back, or we'd be having this conversation at the police station. I'm lucky you're not my parents. Peter, leave me alone. What the heck is going on with that kid? Screw them, man. You're with the Fantastic Four now. What are we doing? I'm 80s. Mailboxes, use your imagination. Complete sentences now, or you're out of here. You're not all better. Norman was right. This was a bad idea. It's like, oh, God. And how is that going to link up, potentially, with what's going on now? God, this is pretty good here. Lining up, like, I love the Spidey look here, and him just bashing in. Trying to do the right thing, be the hero, but maybe coming to an asylum with a head full of hallucinogens wasn't my best plan. I'm calling the trauma team. It's all slipping through my fingers. Ah! Did you hear that? Not a hallucination. Rhino's room. Security. Security to the guest suite. Where are the guards? Stay back, Shay. The only thing that feels real is pain. Oh my God. Run away. Fast as you can. Run. Pain and fear. It's like, what's he seeing and what's going on? Hey, Daddy. Long time no meet. Itsy bitsy. As she's pretty much taking out the security and is getting ready to take out Rhino. It's like, oh God. And I didn't even know who this character was. Discussing it with one of my comic book friends, I'm like, oh God, evidently she's like a fusion of Deadpool and Spidey DNA. It's like, oh God, that's gonna be nutty. And we've got Spider's Web Fin, and pretty much the same stuff that we'd seen in the previous issue, so nothing really new there. And then a look at Amazing Spider-Man issue 3. It's like, ooh, that's a good cover. So, I enjoyed this because it's like, alright, what's kind of going on here? I liked digging into Pete's mental state during the whole thing of him kind of going crazy and being drugged, and having this kind of really affect him and not be kind of done in one kind of issue. Be like, oh, okay, he's got the residual effects. He's kind of halfway normal. That's always the worst and kind of dangerous part. Like, if you're sick or whatnot, and you're like, I know I'm hallucinating, but you get to that stage where you're kind of half better but half not, and you're like, you're in that kind of unbalanced kind of state where certain kind of things can, like, just kind of, like, tank you, and you're like, ah, shit. So you're like, oh, I'm a little bit better. I can handle some food. Nope. Oh, I'm a little better. I should be able to balance this kind of thing or carry this thing. Nope. And they were very much able to sell that here as we get the tail end. I like digging into Pete's mentality and the kind of sand people dream. That very much made sense of being like, he's got all this power and stuff, but he can't help these people because even though they're getting smaller for a certain time, he can save more people. But then they get so small that he feels like he's crushing them. And seeing him go from that crazy state of, like, taking out a Kia, which was a funny little joke going through here, to being at the Rand Corporate Enterprises? I think that's what it kind of showed off. Something with that effect. Yeah. And then pretty much getting with the boss, getting the understanding of mirroring and the boss as well and how they interact with Pete was very kind of cool to lean on. And I'm glad that Norman's the kind of supporting character that's kind of helping Pete out here and be like, yeah, you got all this kind of shit, you better watch out. As we see Hobgoblin blowing stuff up and working with who we find out is Itsy Bitsy, and we're like, holy shit. Going in and trying to figure out what's going on with Rhino and interacting with Shay as Spider-Man, which is kind of a cool kind of dynamic to have. Okay, this is how he acts with her as Peter, and this is how he acts with her as Spider-Man, as we hear it kind of going nutty, and then Itsy Bitsy being revealed at the end. It's like, ooh. So I'm looking forward to learning more about her, what her objectives are here, what Hobgoblin's objectives are. Of course, when Hellgate gets brought in, I'm liking this. I'm liking the handle of Spidey, loving the art of the people themselves, and then Spidey action. Normally, when you're looking at comics, you try and find certain kind of objectives with them. What they're attempting to do. Iron Man armor, Ghost Rider and Strange magic and everything, crazy kind of mutant powers and X-Men and whatnot, shield throwing with Cap. With Spidey, there's time spent in the suit and time spent out of the suit. So you want really good action in the suit and really good kind of character look and movement outside. And Larraz really gets that. Like, you get really good stuff with them out of the suit and in the suit. That's kind of, you link it up as well with like the Cap ones as well. In suit and out of suit. And this just, I'm really liking this. I can't wait to see where this run is going and what we're going to be getting into. I'm really glad I've been picking this up. I had fun with Wells' run. I had fun with the 8 deaths, and I'm thinking that's continuing here, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.